Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year to you all. Hope that so far it's been going well and it is productive and in line with whatever resolutions you had made so far. I'm really excited to be back and I've got so much to share, and as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I wanted to talk about getting organized and staying that way. I wouldn't say that I am the poster child for being organized, but then the first 17 days of this year have been pretty amazing because I kind of managed to get all my ducks in a row and things have just been flowing because I decided to get organized. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and share my tips with you guys on how exactly to become organized. Okay, so the very first tip is to try to centralize all of your planning. Don't try to have a calendar over here and a diary over here, some stuff going on your phone. That is likely to go nowhere fast. And before you know it, you're missing important meetings. Or I know that there are people who are fond of a hard copy way of doing things. Then there are people who are so techno savvy that they do not believe that paper exists at all. If you're one of those digital people, then try to sync your calendar at work with your personal life calendar so that you can see when busy times happen at work. And then if you're like me and you like something physical that you can hold and stroke and fall in love with, then I would advise you to get a Filofax. So this is the one that I have, and it's just a plain black one, and I will take you through it shortly. But then it came with inserts from 2014. It's actually kind of old. And then I took out everything and I started customizing it to my needs. That's what I like about planning using a Filofax. So this is what the planner looks like on the inside. There's the one side with a pouch and card slots, as well as a second pouch over here. And then there's the side where you do all your planning and writing down of stuff, and then it's kind of like a file. So on the side here, I like to keep business cards. If I go to a client meeting and I need to give them a business card or they need to give me a business card, I will put it in here. And then over here, I've got my banking details on this card, as well as an extra $5 bill and spare airtime just in case I'm in a fix and I need to call a cab and pay for the cab. And then in here I like to keep planning things like sticky notes over here and over there, and index tabs. Then I also like to keep some paper clips, so if I'm done with notes for a certain section, I'll just take them out of this area over here and then pin them together and store them somewhere else. Okay, so in here there are a few things. So this here is a gift list. This is a travel ticket from December. Okay, so this is what I use as a stencil when I need to punch more papers for this section over here. Right, moving on to the planning side, this here is the general tab, and it has normal A5 paper. And in here I write down stuff when I'm studying. So that's where I do my workings, and if I'm tackling a question or anything, I will write it over here. The next tab is the planners tab. So this one here starts with a to-do list, and then this one over here is my study to-do. Then the office to do, then this is my daily to do where I write down things that I would maybe want to do today. And then these are important dates. Then these are my finances. If someone borrows money from me, I will write it here. If I borrow money from someone, I'll write it down here just so that I remember to pay it back and stuff like that. Then these are scriptures that I come across during the day. I like to write them down over there. And then if I get any video ideas, I take note of them over here. And then this one here is a travel section where I write places that I want to go to. And then over here, it's just any random stuff that I think of that doesn't fit in any of these categories. I just write it down over here. Next, I have a calendar section. These calendars run from January to December of 2016. I like to cross out the days because that's just what I like to do. And then the calendar kind of has a bit of color coding. What's written in pencil is study stuff. So you'll see here that it says I did Q&A 4 on Friday. And then yesterday I was working on assignments for a certain subject. And then running down all the Sundays are video ideas because I like to film on a Sunday. And then I do laundry once a month now. So I have to schedule in the Sunday where I am actually going to do laundry. Otherwise I will forget. And that will not be very nice. And then in green I have people's birthdays. That's my grandmother's birthday. And then in blue with the yellow highlights, that's stuff from work. And then I usually put a sticky note if I fail to achieve some of the stuff in the calendar, just so that I remember that this was supposed to be done on this date and it's still not done. So I created this tab that says Office, where I write any notes on an assignment that I'm working on, or take minutes from a meeting and things like that, just for future reference. And then once I'm done with a specific assignment, let's say I work on it for about 2 weeks, I'll take those notes out and paper clip them together, then file them. So in the Office section, there's also this today divider. Okay, so next I have the diary section. And under this tab here, I have sermons. So in the sermon section, I basically write down any sermon that I attend, or podcasts from Joel Osteen that I listen to, or videos that I get from people. If I want to take notes, this is where I will take those notes. Next, I have a budget section. This is where I write down my budget. This section actually still needs a lot of work. So far, I just have a list of all the stuff that I need to buy at the end of every month. Right, so next I have a stuff to buy section. This is where I write down things on my wish list. I also have a personal tab. This one here starts off with stuff about hair. If I need to take notes on how to take care of my hair, or things that I find are working when I'm taking care of my hair, I write them down over here, so that I do them again in the future. Then over here I've got my goals, and in blue, okay, on this blue sticky note are my resolutions for the year 2016. In this section here I have routines, and it might seem a bit strange that someone would write down a routine that relates to their daily way of life, but then there are those days when I wake up and I'm feeling really down and I don't feel like doing anything. If I open this, it just forces me to do everything that is on that list without me having to think through the motions, and it also ensures that I leave nothing undone. Over here I have my channel index, and this is where I write down a list of all the videos that I am yet to do, but then obviously it also has some that I've done already. And I write down the main title over here and then develop the ideas in these pages over here. Lastly, I have a travel section. This starts off with a travel checklist, and as you can see here, important travel documents first, and then gadgets, keys and wallet, and then things for the journey, food, water, shut-eye mask, blanket and socks, and then stuff that I'll need when I'm wherever I am. So it's just a general thing that I use when I'm packing, so that packing usually takes me about an hour max, and I know that I have forgotten nothing at all. Over here is where I develop the ideas that I have for travel. So I'll write down accommodation options, travel options and the like, and then I also like to put alternatives to whatever original plan that I have, just in case the first one doesn't work out. So I really hope that that inspired you, and that I will be seeing you again pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!